Hey everybody, welcome to week one of On Pace to Race. This week I'm going to give you 4 exercises to work on that should help you in preventing some of those regular aches and pains that come along with running if you're just getting into it, or if you're just running a lot. We tend to develop some issues. The first thing I'm going to show you real quick is working on ankle mobility. I have a slant board which I just built out of some really cheap materials, but you can also use a staircase or anything that you can kind of drop your heel lower, like maybe pile up some books of some sort, puts your toes up on top and have your heel sit down below. Here's what it's going to look like. Set it up. Basically all you're doing is just standing, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your thighs, straighten your legs out. I'm just going to hold this position. The goal for this stretch that we're going to do is 45 seconds of just hanging out on here, and then 15-second rest, and then do it again. I'd like you to do it 2 times to make sure we're really getting those ankles and especially that dorsiflexion worked out. Because as we run, we need to have good ankle dorsiflexion to come through, and then regular plantar flexion as we come back, and then back to dorsiflexion as we come through. And if we're landing and we don't have enough dorsiflexion, we land on that foot. If the ankle does not bend properly, you end up getting all that pressure goes into your knee or even into your hip, sometimes even into our plantar fascia, which gets irritated over time. So work on that ankle mobility. You can build a slant board like I have, and if you have questions on how to build one, let me know. Otherwise, use your staircase or pile up some books. Second exercise I want you to do is just calf raises. So after you've stretched your calves out, we want to activate them. Recommend doing this one leg at a time. Using a wall for balance, just not gripping the wall, just using it as a balance point, put your fingers on it. And all we're doing is lifting up and dropping our heel and lifting back up, back and forth. After you've done the designated amount of time on one leg, you switch legs. Do the same thing on the opposite side. And you drop your heel all the way down each time and come up as high as you can get. Come back down and really make sure that big toe is pushed in to the whatever you're using to push off of, whether it be a staircase or a slant board or piled up some few books. Just make sure you're really pushing that big toe down and coming all the way up as high as you can come, and then dropping the heel all the way back down. No need to go really fast, just nice controlled up and down reps. Third exercise we're going to work on is lunge jumps. This gets our body prepared for the pounding. So when we're running, we're landing on one leg. Your body has to be strong enough to take that load and then generate it, push it back away. So lunge jumps are a great way to build that strength that's required for running. So for lunge jumps, all we're going to do, keep you doing lunge jumps for training, for running specifically. You don't let that back knee touch the ground. Really work on that eccentric control and that concentric control of being able to pause and then switch feet. Land, keep that back knee right off the floor. Switch, pause. When you pause, it's about 2 seconds, and then you're switching your feet back and forth. The eccentric control when you pause, and that concentric strength when you slow down the generations. When you go up, that speed of you coming down is slowed down by those muscles in your hips and legs and calves. That slows you down. That's what you want to be able to do when you're running. Land, have that concentric control to be able to land, control body movement, and then keep pushing forward. Next exercise is more about improving posture. Most of us sit too much throughout the day. When we go out and run, our posture is a little bit out of whack. So a great exercise to do for that is swimmers. So to do swimmers, all you're going to do is lay down on your chest. And all you're going to do is bring your arms out in front. You're going to lift your legs, lift your arms. All you're going to do is you're going to act like you're swimming in the water. Bring your hips or your hands all the way back behind you. Come back forward. Keep your head looking down. And all we're doing is keeping our hands off the floor and moving back and forth. Keep your legs lifted, keep your glutes squeezed. And while you're doing that, just as many reps as you can get. Now we prescribed a workout with these 4 exercises in it. Feel free to do that this week. Maybe try to get in 2 times this week on top of some of your running programs you might be giving you. But other than that, have a good week, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.